Hello, everyone. I'm very glad to be here today at International Conference on Education. Before I start my presentation, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Ibtisam Al-Badi, and I'm an English lecturer at the University of Technology and Applied Sciences, SUHR, at the Sultanate of Oman. My topic today is about strategic or entitled, or my presentation is entitled Strategic Planning for Performance of EFL Learners. Before I go deeper on my topic, I'd like first to give a very short introduction about what is planning, pre-task planning. It's thinking about the language and the ideas that could be used when performing the task, and it is divided into two types: rehearsal, strategic planning. Rehearsal is just like when we give our students a topic and we ask them to practice at home and rehearse their presentation to be delivered on the next day. However, strategic planning, it's a task or planning given to students before the task in the classroom, and it is divided to unguided strategic planning and guided strategic planning. And from the word guided and unguided, that means when we give students 1 minute planning or 2 minutes planning. For the guided, we give them instructions, specific instructions, like we ask them to focus on the form of the language, which tense that they are going to use in their speaking, etc. However, unguided strategic plan, that means we give them like 1 or 2 minutes or even 5 minutes planning without giving them instructions. There are three important components, or what we call oral language or proficiency measures, to measure the oral performance of our students. Complexity is number one, accuracy number two, and fluency number three. So what is complexity? Complexity is the capacity to use more advanced language. This may involve a greater willingness to take risk, according to Skin and Foster 1999. Accuracy, giving accurate language. That means learners' ability to avoid making errors, mistakes when producing the language. And the last one is fluency, the extent to which the language produced in performing a task manifests pausing, hesitation, or reformulation, according to Ellis 2003. So, what is my overall aim of this presentation? To discuss the impact of strategic planning on oral performance. So, when we give the students 1 minute or 2 minute planning, does it make a difference when they speak, when they produce the language? So, this is my main aim of my presentation. So my discussion is based on this theoretical framework, three theories. The first one, levels speech processing model. Number two, Cormos 2011 bilingual speech production. And the third one is information processing theory. Let's discuss or present each one of these theories. Levels, speech processing model, 1989. Um, Levels believes that there are three stages the learner goes through before they speak the language. The first one, conceptualization, gathering more ideas, useful information, the knowledge that they have. Number two, formulation, and from the word form, thinking about the language, the words that they're going to use, the structure, of the oral production that they will use. So here accessing to the relevant words, structures, word forms, and phonemic system. And the last one, articulation. All those data are converted into a form of a spoken message. What about the second theory, Comus 2011 bilingual speech production, which is an extension to levels. It's like discusses or it includes the three main stages that we discussed in the levels theory or model: conceptualization, formulation, articulation. Conceptualization, includes thinking about ideas. Formulation, thinking about the language, the words, the phonemic system. Articulation, saying or using all those data to say or to produce a spoken language. But the last one, which is added to Comus bilingual speech production theory, which is what we call self-monitoring. Producing the language cannot be automatic. Second language speakers retrieve language knowledge consciously from their declarative memory. Information processing theory, and this theory focuses on the importance of thinking about the language, which is a strategy, which is a planning before we say words, especially when we are talking about it is not saying automatically, we don't speak automatically as second language learners. No, our learners need some time to think about the language that they're going to say. All right, so let's go through information processing theory. Number one, learners have limited attention, so they can only acquire a specific amount of the input at a time, depending on their prior knowledge and experience, according to Van Batten, 1990. Number two, the limited attention resources might lead to what is called trade-off between complexity and accuracy, so learners may prioritize one aspect over another. Number three, complex tasks require learners to exert more attention and great mental energy that may cause slower information processing. All right, so we've talked about the theories or the theoretical framework. Now I'd like to discuss what literature says about the importance of planning or pre-task planning and the planning time and its impact on oral production. Here are some points I'd like to highlight. Number one, first language and second language speakers are different, and this is true in terms of the amount of time needed to process the information in each stage. Number two, planning can play a substantial role in assisting conceptualization, which leads to greater complexity as well as fluency. Three, it could ease the formulation process. I'm talking about the planning time. Could ease the formulation process in terms of offering time for the learners to monitor their uses of explicit knowledge of second language. Number four, second language learners might monitor the application of the linguistic rules while planning. Five, planning can make information processing easier and lessen the stress, because when you ask a second language learner to speak, they feel nervous, they feel stressed, so they need this planning time to lessen the stress and prepare for what they're going to say. Number six, it gives second language learners some time to make use of the language knowledge stored in their lexicon and thus produce a complex language. Number seven, it directs their attention to structures. They have the time to think about the structure, the forms, the grammar rules, the words, how to pronounce the words correctly. Number 8, it gives them a chance to access their declarative knowledge and make use of their linguistic and lexical resources, as we said in number 7. And the last 2 points, 9, when planning time is given, learners might free up some of their capacity so that they can focus on complexity when they speak, accuracy and fluency. And the last point is, in complex speaking activities, learners could accomplish the task easily and with little mental effort by planning. So you see, like all these points, and it's all from literature. All sources are written there. These researchers believe that a planning time is very helpful, and it can positively impact the speaker's performance. Literature review. Here I'm going to talk about or present some studies which investigated the impact of strategic planning on the oral performance of their learners. The first study was by Foster and Skeen in 1996. He found out that the effect was apparent in fluency and complexity, but not accuracy. So yeah, this is the result of Foster and Skeen in 1996. The second study by Foster and Skeen again in 1999, they found or they reported that guided condition succeeds to make difference on accuracy, but not complexity, not fluency. Study 3 by Sangaran, 2005, he reported positive impact of all kinds of guided planning on accuracy besides complexity and fluency. So from Sangaran 2005 study, he found out that yes, planning time affects all the oral proficiency measures, complexity, accuracy, and fluency, the 3 of them. Study number 4 by Michuzoki and Ortega, 2008. They reported these 2 results. Number 1, directing learners' attention to specific form relative clauses and providing them with appropriate guidance could be an effective pedagogical method to attain form. That means accuracy. No significant influence on complexity and fluency was found. So as you can see that we have mixed results of the effect of guided strategic planning on CAF measures, complexity, accuracy, and fluency. What does that mean? Research still has no conclusive answer about whether or not guided strategic planning play a crucial role in developing second language learners' oral performance. So here are the references, and this is the end of the presentation. Thank you so much. Here's again my email. I'm very very happy to be part of this conference, and thanks again. Thank you.